Make some more day. Shop now. All the politicians, all those big politicians, they should bring them and slay them. They should kill all of them.
That's how we hold them accountable. Because by killing them.
Yes, they should bring our money, let them die. If this day normal before one thing they say, at least you go make some more day. Shop now. All the politicians, all those big politicians, they should bring them and slay them. They should kill all of them.
That's how.
They hear me? If this day normal before one thing they say, at least you go make some more day. Shop now. All the politicians, all those big politicians, they should bring them and slay them. They should kill all of them. If this day normal before one thing they say, at least you go make some more day. Shop now. All the politicians, all those big politicians, they should bring them and slay them. They should kill all of them.
That's how we hold them accountable. Because by killing them.
Yes, they should bring our money, let them die. They have no use to Nigeria.
People are saying this Tinubu better pass.
I said nothing. All of them. All of them. They should bring all of them and kill them. They are of no use to Nigeria.
Revolution should take place in Nigeria. You are calling
that thing that happened to Ghana, let it happen to Nigeria.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Auntie. Tinubu come out. Tinubu.
Well, good morning to you viewers. Let's begin what's trending with reactions trailing the response by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, who in a video post on X responded to criticism over the federal government's plan to deploy 20 trillion naira of pension funds for infrastructure development in Nigeria. Edun stated in the video message uploaded by the ministry that the federal government has no intention to illegally access the fund. Well, let's take a look before we take some reactions.
It has come to my notice that there are stories making the rounds that the federal government plans to illegally access the hard-earned savings and pension contributions of workers. Nothing could be further from the truth. The pension industry, like most of the financial industry, is highly regulated. There are rules, there are limitations about what pension money can be invested in and what it cannot be invested in. The federal government has no intention whatsoever to go beyond those limits and go outside those bounds, which are there to safeguard the pensions of workers. Now, what was announced to the Federal Executive Council merely for noting, merely for information, no approval was sought for any action whatsoever, was that there was an ongoing initiative drawing in all the major stakeholders in the long-term savings industry, those that handle funds that are available over a long period, to see how within the rules, within the regulations and the laws, these funds could be used maximally, most effectively, to drive investment in key growth areas.
All right, Dr. Abati, we discussed this particular story on what's trending yesterday. The Minister of Finance was also responding to Atiku Abubakar's tweet yesterday, telling the federal government not to touch the funds. Well, I was hoping that this would be an opportunity for, Wale Edu to actually tell us how the funds will be deployed, because a lot of the criticism was, based on that actual aspect. Let me read some part of Atiku Abubakar's tweet again. He wrote yesterday, I think it was Wednesday, the federal government must not act contrary to the provisions of the extant regulation on investment limits, to wit, pension funds can invest no more than 5% of total pension funds assets in infrastructure investments. I note that as of December 2023, total pension fund assets were approximately 18 trillion naira, of which 75% of these are investments in FGN securities. There is no free pension funds that is more than 5% of the total value of the nation's pension fund for Mr. Edun to fiddle with. I mean, this was one of the requests from Atiku Abubakar. And, I believe what basically the Minister of Finance has reiterated here is that, the federal government will not violate the funds, which we're hoping and we're praying that that will not be issued. But Rufai here yesterday was screaming, please don't touch our pension fund. Yes. But of course, Nigerians will also react to Wale Edun because they're saying that his response is not robust enough. Let me take Ben's tweet. He wrote, This doesn't make sense at all. You wasted 90 billion naira on fruitless Hajj trip and started a super inflated, unfunded 1 trillion coastal road project that lacks transparency. Now you are suffocating already struggling workers by tapping into their lifetime savings. Pension funds are supposed to be triple locked. Let the workers breathe, and this option should just be taken off the table.
All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. I have to stop that right there. In case you want to watch the full interview, you can go to Channels Television and see that yourself. Thank you very much, my people. Now, God bless you. Now, we're back here again to this Friday, 17th of May, 2024. Happy weekend to you all, my people. It's already weekend again. You are getting old. I'm getting old. We all are getting old. This is one of the reasons why we must live a good life. You know how it is. When you are getting old, you are getting closer. I'm not here to put fear in you, but just live a good life. Yeah. Thank you very much, my people. Now, God bless you. Now, I'd like to quickly acknowledge some of you right down in the comment section. Started with Mother of all Mommy Diaspora. Good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all you do. Thank you very much, Elianya, thank you very much. Nolly 77. Nolly, it's good to hear from you after 78 years. Finally. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. Thank you, Abu Azi. God bless you, sir. Madam Iris Finest and Madam Martina Abasi TV. I will miss you all. Thank you very much for all you do. Madam Patricia Tagbojomi. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Zahari, thank you. Comfort Bebe. Thank you, my wonderful people. And God will bless you. Now, please help us to press on the like button and do your part by sharing as well. CXL, Promise to do busy, 18, and many others. Thank you, Micah Hyambari, Vitus Akwebele, Mavis Omonose, Anil Shama, Osara Daddy, Joy Otaho, Patience Demudia, and many others. Peter Ife in the building, Nena Obona in the building, Clifford, Ezebo, thank you, Michael Abba. Thank you, my people. Let's move on. Permit me to move on right now. But before we move on, I'd like to quickly pass this announcement. We are going to be having the governorship candidate of the YPP on this platform on Sunday, 7 p.m. For those of you that want to ask a question, that is in right there on the screen. A lot of people have sung the praises of this man here. So I'm excited to bring him in to speak to everybody on Sunday, 7 p.m. That cool evening where you all can have your popcorn, your coffee, tea, your beer. Some people that drink beer, your spirit, whatever you drink, or water rather. You can sit down, fold your legs, and listen to him on that particular day. So yes, he's going to be joining us on Sunday. So we're going to do this together. So that is him there and his running mate. Very articulate man. But before una go still accuse me now, I know say una matter is not too easy like that for this platform. We are swing without come. People say, now swing the support. We don't limit that part corner on a stop. Now, I was seeing on the comments yesterday, people are saying that Nigeria Watch is obedient, support your Lumide. Maybe after this man don't come now, they'll come say now why people can't be. For me, I just praise all of them, encourage them. It's not easy to come out that you want to be a candidate of anything. Yeah, it's not easy. So you must encourage these people. Buying tickets alone is not cheap. Yeah, it's not cheap to get a ticket, to become this thing. And some of us are saying, oh, you go for this, you go for this, for you to say for somebody to go for anything, you must be ready to support this person. You must be prepared to say, okay, we offer the ticket, we offer this, then we'll have a better country. You can't just say this one go for this. Maybe you don't manage using money, if you take go. Then we'll not sit here and destroy everything about them. Somebody that have not ruled, people will destroy the person in advance. If the person never ruled before, will you offer destroy in advance? So if we are destroying the people that have failed, that have hold that political power, that could not utilize it properly for the benefit of the people. Yeah, that is, I support that. That is nice. But you destroy somebody that have not ruled before. You put all your energy, just to destroy somebody that have not ruled before. For me, I don't know how that works. I don't do that though, but I don't tell people how to support or don't support anybody. So his name is Mr. Paul Okungbowa Orohan. He's the governorship candidate of the YPP. He'll be joining us by 7 p.m. We're going to have a proper thumbnail for him, probably tomorrow or before the end of this broadcast, to circulate from tomorrow. And then Sunday, 7 p.m., he'll be here live to take questions from every one of us. Thank you very much, my people. For those of you that always say small parties don't have anywhere they are going, remember that was the same way they belittled Labour Party. Labour Party is not going anywhere. Labour Party is not going anywhere. But today, Labour Party is the biggest threat in Nigeria. Not just a threat, it's the biggest threat in Nigeria. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. I'd like to quickly take the articles that I have right now. While I'm taking articles, I'm just going to post out a link now for people to come in. To be honest, I wish, you see, I was not feeling well for the past couple of days, but I was still here. Yes, I was still here just to keep up with the consistency, to please some of you that genuinely encouraged me, or rather that appreciate my work. So many of you noticed that I was not feeling too well. I'm just a human being like you, though. So I don't want anybody to think that I'm an iron man. I'm not an iron man. Sometimes, like a couple of months ago, I think that was in February, I was terribly sick, but I didn't mention it here. I was really, really sick. But I still managed to keep the consistency. That was February. I was sick to the extent that I had to go to the hospital and all that, blah, blah, blah. But it's only my mother that is aware. I still keep the consistency. So let's always speak nice about the people that is putting their life, putting everything about them out there for us to survive in our country, rather than we are quick to criticize, destroy, mutilate people's efforts. It's not a good thing. I just wanted you guys to know. I want to appreciate those of you that have been supportive, those of you that have managed to handle the platform even when I'm on the backstage. I appreciate every one of you. Yeah. Thank you very much, my people. Now, God will bless you. Let me take this article so we can move on right now. We have some articles here. Let's start with Tinubu. As you can see, the Tinubu government approved 37.2 billion naira for Court of Appeal building in Abuja, 12.5 billion naira for 200 source for customs. See, this one is a loan is enough for you to know that these guys, they are not even aware that we are hungry. They are not aware. They are not interested. Just imagine when we are complaining over 90 billion, the other billion or trillion or whatever, they will do another one. Say, if you want to cry, maybe you'll go cry. Just look at it right there. This is double. Tinubu government approved 37.2 billion naira for Court of Appeal building in Abuja, 12.5 billion for 200 source for customs. Cut the cost of governance. If you have to do that, start from here. What do I know? But meanwhile, I'd like us to move on. I'd like to quickly bring this one to your screen. Peter Obi, as you can see that one right there, judiciary is our democracy's biggest problem, not INEC. Peter Obi lamented. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general election, Peter Obi, has said the biggest problem of Nigerian democracy is the judiciary and not the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Obi stated this at the 5th memorial of late Justice Anthony Aniagolu at the Godfrey Okoye University, Enugu. According to the former Anambra State Governor, justice in Nigeria's commodified and goes to the highest bidder. Everybody knows that. He said, unquote, why the judiciary today still boasts of a few outstanding judges. There is an undeniable decline in our judiciary system. So Peter Obi went on lambasting them indirectly, but with facts. I'll leave that one right there. I'd like to quickly bring, I guess we are done. Yeah, I think, I don't have enough article today. Okay, yes, good. My articles are done. Then, but Daniel Buala don't come for Peter Obi again, as you can see right there. See, has anyone noticed that Peter Obi, the Maradona, Obi at Peter Obi, usually posts on X, handle all activities, including construction of Ioma borehole, but strangely, he has not put out any post regarding his 3 visits to 3 northern elders due to his empathy for northerners. It is either the Maradona is dwindling, erodent, or the empathized northerners lefa seafarer. I don't know what this man is talking about or what, but just so sudden. Is this surprising me? Daniel Bola just came from nowhere and started attacking Peter Obi. It's crazy. And wow. Hey, just so sudden. Now, what do I call the other one? A mockery. A mockery. We know that one don't stop. Daniel Bola is like a relay right now. Daniel Bola have taken, have continued from where a mockery stopped. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you guys today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. In case anybody want to call in, please 10 seconds. If not, I'm just going to start with the people I already have on the panel so that we can start talking. I appreciate every one of you right there. Please, guys, press on the like button, help us to share. Let our voices always go far. We already have the first caller on the phone. I'd like to welcome you. For that reason, I pick your call. Hold on, madam. We need to address this. I pick your call after 11 seconds, and after I don't use all my strength, finish, they praise you. The next thing I'm hearing is hello after like 15 seconds. How do we sort this out? Because I'm not happy.
Look, it's not my fault, to be honest.
So I don't use my energy. My energy praise you, finish. All I now get is hello.
Let me hear what the only thing I know is about this. I am the number one cheerleader for this wonderful. That once you say that, I'm fine.
Thank you, man. Good evening to you, man. Please talk to us.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Nigeria. Thank you. It's our lounge. It's sweet. So make everybody come up, bring your chairs. Thank you for your resilience, your tenacity, your courage, your consistency, your character, your energy, your hot head. All of them make who you are. And that is good for us, for what we are going through. We need someone like you, someone that is ready to keep this candlelight on in sickness and in health. You just said you were sick. We didn't even know. Anyway, we are in for this battle. We are not going to remove our gloves. I greet all our wonderful panelists that come here every day speaking on behalf of the voiceless. That's why we are here. We are here to educate ourselves. Our objectives are clear, very clear. No sentiments, no selective. Everybody is on the chopper. Don't misbehave. You will get your own water. This place is hard. Always come with your hard skin. If you have soft skin, don't come. All these panelists, I fear them. That's why I know they go for panel. God bless you all. So pick one. I pick on. Let me say this before I go to Wale Edu. The guy that is it UK man, the Ghanaian that is the UK. I don't know how. My question is, how does UK do their own pathway to citizenship? I'm quite curious because in the US, if they ever send you a letter for jury duty, that means it's for citizens. So that's where my own curiosity came from. If he could spend all these years, if he didn't need a passport, should he go looking for passport? Unless that is the only pathway to citizenship that is available, then I don't think he had a case. But if UK they have jury duty for citizens, then he has a case. He can push it through that. If you guys call me to do jury duty, then you can also give me that paper for citizenship. Like right now, I go to Wale Edu. You see, what Mr. Wale Edu is trying to, let me simplify what he is trying to say. He is trying to say that, they are not illegally. The key word there is illegally. They are not the rape, the default, the decimating, the taking away of the livelihood of these pensioners. They are not doing it. That means they are finding a legal way to do it. The same way they found, the same way they threw INEC, Judiciary, they were able to openly rape democracy in Nigeria, steal our votes, take our mandates, remove and return fuel subsidy, and they borrowed $3 billion, and they are going to pay back to sustain Naira. They borrowed the 3 billion, then they are going to pay back 12 billion. You see, and on and on. So what they do, you see, is about the system that has kept you people here. That is where the problem is. The system that has done evil to the people and have left you people to just to go about on rampage with this your impunity. Where a senator, a career senator, will tell us and confirm that they are thieves, the roots to share. That is what we are dealing with, Mr. Wale Edu. I understand. I cannot see where you're coming from. But let me stop here, Mr. Niger. God
Thank you,
bless
ma.
for giving me opportunity to voice my own little contribution.
God bless you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, let me take some calls quickly. I want to take at least 5 calls this evening. Hello, Mr. Innocent. Thanks very much, sir, for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. Hello, you're not talking,
Hello,
sir.
Mr.
Yes, sir. Good evening to you.
Yes,
Please
how are
talk to
you?
us. Yes, sir. I'm fine.
Good evening to you. Good evening. How's everybody, your family, your mom, and everybody?
Everyone is good, sir. Thank you very much.
Good. I just want to let you know, I told you I was going to Nigeria. I came back, but I've been dealing with jet lag all that time. So,
Oh, thank God for safe journey. Welcome back, sir.
I just look at what you've been posting, but I didn't have the zeal to call in. So today I said, let me just call in to let you know that I'm back.
We miss your contribution.
Yeah, just 2 things. I don't talk so much. No, just 2 things. I know we in the diaspora here, all of us out here, the zeal, the need that we push over here, especially on your platform here, to get Nigeria to a better place. And when I got home there, I was trying to gauge the pulse of people back home. People back home, the way we take this thing, we in the diaspora, they don't do that. They just take it like, okay, let life continue. That we are saying, pushing them that they have to wake up. Nobody is going. The way that I see Nigeria, I was in Lagos, I was in Imo State. I know, because I just wanted to, gauge the pulse of, regular people, what they are doing, where they are interested. They are not even worried about this thing that we push over here. But that doesn't mean that I will not continue to contribute and stop people from contributing, because this way, the people that are hearing us are hearing us. The people that have the access to, information, the news and all that, they are hearing us. But majority of the people down there, they don't even know that we are doing anything here. We are pushing. They don't know. That's just by the way. Okay. Now, the thing that I want us to look at, you see this Daniel Boala and this Omoke. Now let us, we the obedient, or people that call into your platform here, I would want us to, like, if it's possible, so that we can not continue to push, highlight this Daniel Boala's things about Obi and or mockery. These people, look at the way Obi doesn't even give them any, doesn't even think that what they are saying bothers him. I think we should also be doing that on this platform or any other platform, because these people just want to be, to come out, and the way we take them, we are helping to push whatever they are saying. Well, I know they are saying rubbish. Some of them are, stomach infrastructure, like Obi would say. I think, we should, if it's possible, let us pedal down what they say and don't continue to push what they say. If it's possible, let them just say nonsense and let's forget about them. Like Obi also forgets about them. Obi will not come out and say, "Oh, Daniel Boala said this. Okay, let me, respond to." Man, this is the two things that I like us to, like, if it's possible,
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir. You know that Peter Obi will not respond to people like this. I believe it's our duty, our responsibility to counter them with rubbish that they're talking about. Although there's a lot of sense from what you're saying. Anyway, thank you very much, sir, for your submission.
All right, thank you too.
Thank you, sir. All right, let me come to Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben, it's good to have you on the show. Talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Thank you for all that you do for the platform. And I know you're not feeling too good, but you're trying coming on the platform every single day. I just want to let you know that, we the viewers, we sincerely appreciate all that you do. And may God bless you and your family. Thank you, Mr. Alves. And to the members on the panel, Mr. Give Us a Mandate and Mr. Jonathan, I appreciate you, sirs. Thank you very much for all that you do, coming on this platform every single day, to speak and to let Nigerians know what's going on. Really appreciate you, sirs. Thank you very much. And to one of the videos, an article you posted about the man who was denied citizenship in the UK. It says something about jury duty, like our mama just said a few minutes ago. In the United States, the jury duty is one responsibility of the United States citizen. Nobody else can serve on the jury. So you have to be a citizen to serve on the jury. So, but I don't know how that works in the UK. That aside, for Daniel Buhala and Reno Mokri, we all know those men. They were paid by the ABC government as their social media vuvuzelas. Their job is just to go on Twitter and post anything, derogatory about Tinubu's opponent, like especially Peter Obi. They know obedience are internet savvy. They know obedience are all over the media space. So their primary objective is just to debase the personality of Peter Obi by saying anything whatsoever to raise conversation. That's what they're doing, and they are paid for that. Now, it's Daniel Buhala and Reno Mokri, they do that. And Peter Obi said the judiciary is the biggest problem of Nigeria's democracy, not INEC. I agree with him. When the election happened, and they said, go to court. The reason why those Tinubu people were saying go to court is because they know that they've already paid all of these judges, allegedly. They paid them allegedly, to truncate Nigeria's democracy, by not allowing Peter Obi to win that election. That's what they keep saying, go to court. And I will pretty happy with that. So the judiciary is one of our biggest problems. In that country. And for the Edo 2024 election, like I always say to you, Mr. Alves, initially I supported Aso Egodalo, but when Olumide Akpata came and he spoke, now I have two candidates that I prefer. But at the end of the day, the choice is for my people in Edo State. As now they hear my voice, Edo people back home in Benin, in Auchi, in Urepe, in Nekuma. The decision is yours. Do you want to continue what Obaseki did for eight years, or you want a new fresh breath of air? The decision is, now I get the decision to make, and God will give that direction. But at the end of the day, I go use my church mind, elect the right president. Thank you very much, Mr. Albis, and I appreciate that. Thank you for all that you do.
God bless you.
Weekend, and I hope your team, Arsenal, wins the Premier League on Sunday.
How is that possible?
Hopefully, West Ham do favor by beating them, and your team beats Everton, because I don't want Man City to win for Premier League.
My brother, I don't have any hope anymore since we Spurs lost that game. But let's say
Mr. When they lost against Aston Villa, that game was what killed, their chances of
exactly.
Premier League.
Let's see how it goes. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Mr. Jonathan, you wanted to speak?
Mr. Elvis, where is your faith? Where's your faith? Where's your faith lying?
I don't even know whether the sickness made me sick, so whether I cause myself, because since that Spurs
keep the faith.
Sir, since that Spurs game where they lose to Man City, no, the team break me. I just they pretend it break me.
Keep the faith.
Anyway,
keep the faith till Sunday.
Thank you to Oga, Mr. F.A. Thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, my brother. Talk to us.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, thank you.
I'll be clear today.
Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Okay. Niger Watch. You see, I just laugh. This last caller, my brother, I think say you tell our side of Mr. Chris. Now, wow, you don't change my name. No problem, sir. Everywhere good. Niger Watch, let me go straight to the this Mr. Buhara. I don't know which one I call her. The name self. I know even one some people pronounce the name. As they pull himself, this time we should be with the cataract, should be, So may you just do what they do for them, because if na best way get where they think, you're supposed to know say without be not doing anything. You understand? So at least that they don't collect, they don't pay her, they come out so that without be not be, get more supporter, and God already do am for Peter Obi. Peter Obi na best way to say the supporter wey Peter Obi get, all of them are organic. You understand? So just the disgrace itself for everywhere. As the disgrace itself, then the people they reply, So the matter. I don't want to play your for that obedient. That Mr. Buhara, you understand? So, sir, that is the thing. That is the call. And again, for those states, is for Aswell you down. There's nobody. It's Aswell. Aswell is qualified to be a those state governor. So, everybody, all the citizens support Aswell you down. It will not disappoint us. It will deliver. So, that is my opinion, sir. Thank you.
God bless you, my brother. Thank you. Stand there. I can see that you say you stand firm. You know why here? Your candidate is your candidate.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Ogashimi says, thank you very much, sir, for calling in. Good evening to you. Go ahead, sir. Talk to us.
Good afternoon, good evening. I greet everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, don't cry too much about the game, before I do like you, the way you're doing, put all your mind on football. It cost me something. That's why I stopped. Believe me. So that the team won't kill me one day.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, well, let's go ahead. I know what I thank you yesterday. Your advice yesterday about who you campaigning for, or the way we go about everything. It's like we are fighting ourselves on the platform because of a election. And that's what I see going on. I like the way you give the advice is good. I like it. Thank you for that.
Thank you, sir, for your encouragement.
We are not fighting. We are not fighting each other about who to support. Just leave the person that whoever is supporting. Don't follow him. Don't chase him out. Like this Niger Watch platform, nobody can chase me out unless I decide to say, let me stay quiet. But I have thick. I have thick skin, like our people call them I get that, I have it, so nobody can chase me out. Even if I came inside, I come inside the platform, if you push me, I push you. That's how it's supposed to be. Then my sister Aisha, there's one video Charles play when he was interviewing Eddie. So there's one thing Aisha Yusuf said, like that no one is opposition. There is no party is opposition. He asked her about P2B. He said P2B on his own personal is doing the opposition. It's right there, and it's true. Okay, all this Labour Party, okay, have Abure come out even one day to say these people, or even tweet, or even say something, or anyhow put it out that this government is doing this. Please, Elvis, if any place I want to see. Abure is the guilty what he did in Labour Party is still chasing him out around. That's why he will never come out and condemn the evil is going on in Nigeria right away. It's so hardened and it's so bad that all of this thing is happening. Only few is coming out to say on their own individualistic, and which is not good. A party as a whole, party chairman supposed to come out even, in line with P2B and be saying what he's saying. I don't know. The hungry. One thing I will say about the hungry they are saying about in Nigeria, it's like someone going to church. Go and pray. You are going to church to pray, and you don't go to business. You just every morning you go to church and pray. Say, oh God, send me money. And a prayer without work, it can never work. Why I say this, Nigeria saying they are hungry. If you're hungry, you know what to do. You have to come out and start chanting, we're hungry, carry placards. You do that so the government will know you're hungry. The way you're saying, oh, we're hungry, kill the whole people, kill them, do this. It doesn't work that way. Then, it's going to be, my people, that's my road. So if I want to go to Anambra State, I will follow Edo and go my state. That's make a mistake. Vote for Aswe Igaralo. Please, that's the man we are campaigning for. He will do that because of other people are saying, because of Obaseki is he don't like him. He don't like Obaseki and he won't like Aswe. Please, it's not done that way. Aswe is Aswe, Obaseki is Obaseki. Please, vote for Aswe 2024 for Edo governorship. Please,
okay.
And I hope he's going to be there and he will do the job for Edo State. Thank you, Niger Watch. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Mr. Shimize. God bless you too. Okay, callers, please let me come back to you. I'd like to quickly leave and go to the panel right now. I appreciate every one of you. I'd like to quickly acknowledge my brother, Mr. Hakim, the Progressive NG. Thanks very much for the super chat. God bless you, my brother, for your support and for always being there. BTV Niger, it's good to hear from you. It's after 78 years. BTV Niger have resurfaced. Where you did since we missed you. Thank you very much. We miss Omashola. Where is Omashola safe? Omashola, we miss you wherever you are. Madam Busy Brains is still passing through what she's passing through, but by God's grace, she'll be recovering and joining us anytime soon. And for every one of you that will be joining us, and I don't mention your name, not to verse. And not mentioning names have caused me a lot of problem on this platform. A lot of you pick offense on needs. he mentioned others, he not mention me. No, it's not deliberate. It's not deliberate. Always understand with us, and don't always pick offense in everything I do. I'm just a human being. I can't memorize everybody. But I want you to know, for example, now Madam Bella Naomi was absent from this platform for a while. I didn't mention her name because she understands me. She have always been with me. She came back without not complaining. She didn't send me private message. She didn't do anything. These are the way you know your real people. If I have to mention everybody's name, is a problem. Sometimes now, some of my panelists, I want to give them the accolade that they deserve, but I'm always scared because other panelists might find it. What does that mean? Because I was accused here. Don't forget, I was accused there by somebody on the comment section, which I don't want to mention name anymore, that I prioritize twice that I prioritize Madam Origin, more on phone. Then I was also accused that I prioritize Madam Luke more on the panel, Then I've also been accused that I prioritize Mr. Alex. So you see, it's not nice. If you just need more time, we'll also give it to you once in a while. I don't mind. But please always understand with us now. I beg you now. I cannot please everybody, but I don't have anything against anybody. And God will bless you now, my people. I'd like to appreciate you, Martin Benjamin, my brother. I appreciate you for all you do. He said, my brother Elvis, I just wanted to say thank you again for your hard work you put in every day. We all know it's not easy for you and your family. For me, this is the only way I can support your effort. I really do appreciate you. You have been supporting me verbally and otherwise. I just want to say I'm grateful. Every one of you that call into the show. In case you're not aware, those of you supporting us on this platform, if you don't have money to support us, please always feel confidence and be bold. Your effort is also being appreciated. You calling into the show at all, God already blessed you. On the comment section, you are there. On the panel, you are there. Trust me, whatever that we're doing here is a collective effort. Nobody should give me just the credit. The only difference between me and you all is that I turn it on, we come on air, or I own the platform, but I've never treated anybody like because I'm the owner of the platform. I don't do that. Now see the way they treat me for this panel, all these my people for panel, they don't let me talk until I lose my voice. Make I talk. This one go on mute, this one go on mute, this one go on mute. At the end of the day, we are still family. I appreciate you all my people. We have to move on right now. We have the first person on the panel, which is Give Us a Mother, followed by Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, I will literally just leave the platform for you today, but I'll be here. I want you to moderate it, sir, if you can do that.
Thank you very much.
Sir.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir. So Give Us a Mother is the first, then followed by you before Mr. Abdul, although we know that more people will be coming in, but we are here. I'm here. So yes, Give Us a Mandate. You have the floor, sir.
Let him go. I'll come after
Okay. You want some mandate? Now, Jebo, day you day. Because
no,
at the end, that's the language for them. Kuku.
He did for Ibadan.
Ibadan.
Yeah, not for Ibadan. He did.
To explain later. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. God bless you, and you receive strength in Jesus' name. I greet all the panelists that are here right now and all those that are listening. The comment section. I greet everyone. God bless you all and welcome the callers. I really appreciate you guys, especially the first two. I think 3 of them that they called. So I really don't want to talk about Daniel Bwala, but I think it's a perfect time to just set the record straight. And I just hope that people will take this line alongside with me. I hope so. I can only hope, and I want to say that, in fact, I will mark it on my on my system here, on my calendar. I'll make a note of it, so to say. I'll put a sticker note on it and paste it so that today on Daniel Bwala, I will stop talking about this guy for me, so that for me just to remember. The only time I believe Daniel Bwala is worthy, Daniel Bwala and co. is likes like a mockery. The only time that I think is worthy to discuss about them or to talk about them going forward, for me, I think it is only when it comes up, he wants to talk about developmental policies. If Daniel Bwala comes out with issues that are facing Nigeria, not side talk like the one he put out on his X handle today, because the more he does this, the more he gets paid. And the more we talk about it, literally we are paying Daniel Bwala. As the saying goes, money is time. Time is money. We are just paying Daniel Bwala. And for me, this is the last pay you will get from me. Because it's paining me, even as I'm discussing Daniel Bwala. But it's important to set the record straight. The more you talk about him on side talks like this one, the more you get paid. We are literally paying him. But whenever he comes up with developmental policies, he's not going to get paid, because there is no way he can argue himself out in the public space supporting these incompetent mediocres called government. He can't. So he's not going to go there. Daniel Bwala by nature cannot argue himself out. Have you seen Daniel Bwala talking about, even today, the pension that they are about to perpetrate, the criminality they are about to perpetrate by dipping their hands into the Nigerian pension fund? He's not talking about that. Daniel Bwala is not talking about 90 billion subsidy for Hajj pilgrimage. He's not talking about the highway to coastal, the coastal highway to fraud. He's not talking about that. Daniel Bwala is not talking about the student loan robbery. He's not talking about that. But they can give 90 billion for Hajj, money that they will spend, and like that is gone. Education that will stay, that will set the country up for the next 2-3 generations. You can't even do it as a matter of urgency. Daniel Bwala is not talking about all of this. He's not talking about education, housing, the electricity that his paymaster are superintending over right now. He's not talking about that. Have you seen him? He's not talking. Because by nature, he knows that it will be so stupid of him. There's no way he can argue himself, and so he has pitched his tent on side talks. So going forward, I'm stopping today paying Daniel Bwala. Every contribution, as long as it is not developmental policies, I will just keep my mouth shut. Side talks, attacking Mr. Peter Obi and all of that. The more you do that, Daniel Bwala pocket is getting fatter and fatter. He's being paid heavily. Because when he comes out and talk about real issues, his paymaster will not pay. They will not pay him, because it's going to look stupid. Hands down. What is it Daniel Bwala will say about Hajj, the 90 billion? That he will not contradict himself. His footprint are all over the social media, all over everywhere. That he will contradict. Before he speaks for 10 seconds, he will contradict himself. Is it about electricity? Before he speaks for 10 seconds, he will contradict himself. So he will not come there because of his antecedent. So I'll spend this one. This is my last paycheck for you, Mr. Daniel Bwala. Come and talk about issues that is facing Nigeria and Nigerians today. Let's talk about that. I mean, that's just how it should be for him and his cohorts. You know, so I will just leave it at that for Mr. Daniel Bwala. You know, and you know, Mr. Peter will be coming out today saying that the judiciary is the biggest problem of Nigeria, not INEC. Yes, of course, Mr. Peter Obi is correct. It's correct. The problem in Nigeria today, of course, is the judiciary. Obviously, it's the judiciary. Because every law, even we talk about electoral reform, eventually, even if they muzzle the political will to reform the electoral, you know, the electoral act and put things in, you know, certain things in place. It is this judiciary, because it will end up in the court of law, and they have the power to mess it up. So it is all connected, interconnected. Judiciary, the INEC, they are our biggest problem in Nigeria. And I want to say something on go back to yesterday's topic. You know, when we were talking yesterday, you know, I know one of the panelists talked about it is the party, not the candidate. And I'm glad today when Aisha Yusuf said, you know, it's the candidate, not the party. Yes, it is the candidate, not the party. For me, we know that in Nigeria we don't have independent candidates. The Constitution does not allow or permit that. But at the same time, we must not allow criminals to be running political parties, to be in charge of political parties. Individuals must be well screened, scrutinized to know who and who. Because at the end of the day, if they just enter into a political party, at the end of the day, 2023, I believe most Obedience are supporting Peter Obi, not Labour Party per se. It was strictly Mr. Peter Obi that people, you know, rally around, not really Labour Party. If you take him out of the party today, the party is done completely. And I will also talk about the finance minister, Mr. Wale Edun, talking about the pension fund in Nigeria. It's so funny. You see, it was Fela who sang. You know, the Fela song, there's this one of his music. He said, he don't finish. Parara. Nigeria gets money, borrowing money from overseas. He don't finish. Like, he don't buy for the country. Because you don't need any sign again. There's no indicator you want to look again to know that you don't finish. For a country that they will have to descend so low that it is the pension fund that they want to tap into. It is the pension money that they want to dig their hands into. They have to descend to that level of complete shame and disrespect. How dare you? Where did that come from? It is the pension fund. I must say this pension fund they are talking about, the 18 trillion they are talking about, most of that money is not even there as we speak today. It's not there. So it's a cover-up that is going on. So Nigerians, wake up. Countries where pensions are being owned already, they don't even pay the pension on time. And now you want to go into that same pension. You want to dip your hands into it and use it. Use it for what? That's if you don't understand anything about Nigeria, the situation where the country is as of today, this says it all. That a government anywhere in the world, it has never happened. Unprecedented policies that were seen in Nigeria. We are seeing it in Nigeria. It's so, I mean, come on. Things that has never happened before in the political terrain, not only in Nigerian political terrain, in the world politics. It has a government waking up one morning and say, we have to take the pension fund. And they did not even, not until when people started talking that you can't do that. The law does not permit you to do that. The law only give you the right to take only 5% of that money. But when they came out, they said the entire 18 trillion, they want to dip their hands into it. This is the finality to tell you that, I'm sorry to say this, it's so painful. Nigerians completely are out of it. Nigerian citizens in Nigeria, they are completely out of it. Some people will say they have been hypnotized. If that is it, if there is anything worse than that, this is not ordinary. This definitely is not ordinary. I can tell you, it's not. Which government will have the audacity, the temerity to come out and say they want to dip their hands into pension fund and people are nothing? So it's over. It's over. So the idea of even telling Nigerians to come and do this, to come out to fight their, take their country back, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, because this is the test. This is the acid test that you can, any country in the world, if the government can say this and go away with it, get away with it, oh my God, it is done. That is, you are taking people's money. It's not even a country where these pensions are being paid regularly in the first place. A lot of fraud in the pension system in Nigeria. And now you want to make it official, literally take the 18 trillion to take it away. Where will you get the money from? Some people, that is the problem we have in Nigeria. When they are perpetrating the crime, when they are initiating it, perpetrating it, executing it, Nigerians will not talk. It is when it has been fully completed and then it starts to bite, that's when they will start talking. Right in your eyes, you were not talking. This is the time. So somebody will now comes out, we will see videos 2 years later, 1 year, 2, 3 years later, people that are not paid pension, and then they want people to come and talk. This is your time to talk, to shout out. If you know you have pension in Nigeria, I cry for those that will be getting into pension in 5, 4, 3, between 3 and 5, 6 years time. I just cry for them, because this group of people alone, they are enough to come out and completely just fight this down. You don't even need people like, you don't even need politicians to, politicians is not going to fight for everything. Politicians will not fight for everything for you. This is the finality. It's very clear that Nigerians just don't care. They just don't care. You can have money for Hajj. You can have money to pay the judiciary for new buildings for the Court of Appeal. You can have all of that. But you don't have money for student loan. You don't have money for that. You are struggling with that. It's so unfortunate. I'll just end up with this, and it's still part of the issue in Nigeria, is that the people Nigerian politicians, the reason why we are not seeing anything from them is that they cannot stop campaigning. They can't stop campaigning. They campaign every day, 365 days of the year in a row, non-stop. They stop campaigning. Every policy is campaign policy. It's not governance. And before you say, they will say election is over, stop campaigning. But every actions that they take is campaign action, is campaign policies. Everything in their mind is about election, not real governance, but campaign. What we see in Nigeria is campaign governance. They can't go beyond campaign. Their head is locked. Their head is blocked. They can't go beyond campaign to the point where even when they rigged themselves in, get themselves into government, it is still campaign governance that they pursue. Campaign policy, not developmental policy, campaign policy. Because I don't know what you will call Hajj subsidy. If it is not campaign policy for me, I don't know what you are going to call that. I don't know what you are going to call the coastal road to highway if it is not campaign policy. I don't know what you and I will call the student loan that they know have been issue, that they are not ready to do, but they are playing politics with it. If it is not campaign policy, I don't know. Mention one thing that they have done if it is not campaign policy, not real governance, not real policy. It is all, everything on their head, day by day, is campaign. So that's why it cannot work. That's why it's not working. That's why you can always see the element of dishonesty. You will always see the element of fraud. You will always see the element of corruption in every policy that they come up with, because it is campaign. It is not governance. Even when they claim in their mind that they really want to do the good thing, they want to do the right thing, but largely it is campaigning. So everything they come up with, in as much as I just like to support the government of the day, the government of my country, to support them, but everything they do each and every day, you can see it. It is all not for the good of the country. It is for themselves. Okay, 90 billion for Hajj. How many roads you will have fixed with that 90 billion? If it is not campaign that is on your brain, on your head, each and every one of you, if it is not that, how many roads? The so-called federal roads across the length and breadth of Nigeria, how many roads you will fix with 90 billion today, Nigeria, even at this rate of inflation? Even if it is 2, even if it is 1, even if it is 3 roads, 5-kilometer road each, do it. How many roads you will have fixed with that? How many jobs will have been created with that? If it is not campaign that is on your head. How many houses you will have built? Low-cost housing. I mean low, real low. You are the government. You can access all this equipment, all these materials at the cheapest rates to support local manufacturers, local producers. This 90 billion will go to them. They will use it to employ people. The economy will be expanding. Then they will come out and be talking expanding the economy. How do you want to expand the economy when you are throwing 90 billion to Saudi Arabia? When the 90 billion, you can throw it into low-cost housing. Pick one. Do a test run. Pick one local government, just one local government from the six geopolitical zone, 6 local government, just 6 alone. Start as a pilot project. Use the 90 billion for that. If you will not get at least at the minimum 2,000 to 5,000, that is, you are working. 2,000 to 5,000 Nigerians will now have low-cost housing on their head. That's governance. That's not campaign governance. That's what you need to be doing. There are so many things you can do. Do something. 37 billion now for 37 billion for the Court of Appeal. And you cannot put 5 million for student loan. You are still struggling with it, which you know that that's an aberration in the first place. 5 billion will not cut it for the student for student loan. It's just an apple. It's not going to happen. So let me leave it there for now. Let me allow other people to talk. That's Mr. Give us a mandate. I don't know if you are ready now. If you are available now.
Let the next person go before Jonathan. I'll come after them.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's move on. Please let me also say that as we continue, please, if you are watching, please kindly like this broadcast and subscribe if you have not. Thank you very much. Mr. Abdul Malik.
I'm here.
Yeah, how are you doing today?
I'm fine. You? Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Please go ahead. The floor is yours for 8 minutes.
Okay. Good evening, Nigeria Watch, and everybody in the panel. We are here again for our betterment of our country. Well, I have this to say. According to Peter Obi, Judiciary is the biggest problem of Nigeria democracy, not INEC. Well, 100% I support what he said, because if INEC ring the election, they refer you to Judiciary. The Judiciary is supposed to do the right thing, to give the right judgment. Yeah, that is the reason why I support him. But when Judiciary is corrupt, all the system is corrupt, understand? Because if INEC do the wrong thing, they will tell you to go to court. And Judiciary is the last hope of common man. And when you go to the court, if Judiciary do the right thing, it's okay. But now Judiciary compromise with the government. There is no hope now for common man again for Nigeria. That is what they will fight for, so that the system will start working again. Because without the Judiciary in a country, it's like there is no governor, there is no governance in the country, because everything just go upside down. There is nothing. There is nothing is moving forward, because there is no truth, no rule of law. Everybody can do anything stupid in the country. That is the reason why I support what you say 100%. Judiciary is the last hope of common man. But look at now what they are doing. They compromise with the government, the government of Nigeria. Well, I will come to Daniel Buala. Daniel Buala, according to me, it is pale to follow Obi, that anything that Obi write on air, he will treat it upside down. He will follow it up, understand? It is paid that way. For me, you guys should not take it serious. Yes, because it is clear that it is paid. They don't take somebody like that serious. Because those are the major problems we have in Nigeria. It's one of them. Saboteur, when they see white thing, they will call it black. Yes. The matter, don't take it serious, because it's not right for somebody. It's saboteur, understand? I come for this money that they approve for building of Judiciary and SUV for custom. You see, all those money they are approving, why they can't you put them on electricity or road infrastructure, so that the economy will start booming? How can you improve money for build Judiciary while you don't have electricity in your country? People are suffering. Everything is cost. You cannot subsidize food, but you are just approving money to buy this, to buy this. I don't know if those government, they have advisor. Is it anybody that advising them? For me, I don't believe, because something is going on in the country. The necessary thing you're supposed to do, you don't do it. You will do another thing that is not necessary for now. Why are they approving those kind of money to build the judiciary? Because it's not important for them, it's not necessary. There is no need for that. Can't you face can't you tackle the one that is necessary for now? Look at electricity is not there. There is no road. Economy inflation everywhere. Dollar is increasing. Nigeria is depreciating. Naira is depreciating every day. Imagine you cannot tackle those kind of major amenities in your country. You are just approving money to buy SUG, to build new houses. I don't know how this government they are thinking. Their thinking is not. I will say that whether it's not right or there is somebody that's behind there that pushing them to do it. I don't know, because the way they reason is like they are reasoning like child, like somebody that don't know anything. Do the necessary thing that is important for you for now. Face the inflation. Nigeria is collapsing. Look at Nigeria today. The poorest currency, the poorest performing currency in the world is Nigeria today. Imagine Nigeria before. As far back 2000, Nigeria currency was good, was value. Nigeria currency is supposed to be 100 naira per dollar, 100 naira highest. Yes, they have what it takes to pay 100 naira per dollar. But today, 1,500 per dollar, 1,500. I don't know, this government, they are not reasoning, they are not thinking. I'm telling you the truth, they are not thinking. Do the necessary thing, not to build, to approve money to build the judiciary or that SUG for custom. It's not necessary. Yeah, I come to the other one. I see the Nigerian army, they were gyrating. They were gyrating, performing on the online. It's not for them to gyrate online. Let them go after the terrorists. They know where the terrorist is. Let them go there. Let them send them all the area the terrorists are disturbing Nigeria. Yes, it's not to parabolate, to gyrate, understand, on online. No, let them go there direct, so that we know that they are there. Look at what happened 3 days back in Zamfara. They kidnapped almost 500 residents and killed policemen. Till today, they have never set troop there. You see, after we say Nigeria is one, it's not one, because the way they are doing there is not one country. Yes, it's not one. Let's say the truth. Let's say it how it is. It's not one. It's very bad. Yes, we need to try to know what we will do next, because the way this government is going, if we allow them to continue this way, my brother, now till 3 months, it will be worst. Dollar will come to 2.5. Just go and record it. Now till 3 months, dollar will come to 2.5, and the economy will be collapsing every day. There is no food. Your citizens cannot go to farm. Why can't you put this money that you approve to build the judiciary building? Why can't you put this money there, so that farmer can be able to go farm, so the economy will be boom? They will have food to eat. Food will be sufficient in the country. But now, even common garri, some people cannot eat. Some people cannot eat 3 square meter a day. After we say we have government, we don't have government. We don't have government in that country. No. We don't have government. Because if we have governments, they're supposed to tackle the necessary thing, not the one that's not necessary. To build that judiciary building is not necessary for now. Other SUV for custom is not necessary for now.
All right, Mr. Malik, round up.
Yeah, Okay. Yeah, let me just seconds. Please come and use your money that you are approving for those things to tackle the insecurity. Yes, why can't you equip Nigeria Army so that they can fight those bandits? I round up there. Thank you. I'm okay. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Abdul Malik. Thank you very much. Give us a mandate. Are you there now? Are you ready?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, yes, you can go ahead. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan, for doing this. Thanks to the panelists, Mr. Hervis, greetings to everyone. Sorry, earlier I was actually in the shop trying to get some things done. Greetings to the comment section. Mommy Diaspora and everyone with you all. Happy weekend. Thank you very much, everyone. Well, I think if we look at the whole thing playing out today, I just you can call it no other name than the irresponsibility of government. The irresponsibility of government. Most of you now have criminals in power, so you cannot expect much from them because they are criminals. What more can they do? Now, it is so sad that people actually put their money in a pension fund scheme. Now, the government don't have anything to contribute, but rather to take from that money. Now, in the first place, whose money is it? What legal ground do they have to take out of that money? And everything just boils down to the fact that these people don't know what to do. They lack the technical know-how to run the country. And so everything will still boil down on Nigerians to see how to take back their country because these guys don't know what to do. So for me, this is the irresponsibility of the people in government. More so, they are all criminals. The leader is a criminal. The vice president is a criminal. The speaker of the house, the third man in court is a criminal. And so you have the list of them like that. So but I think one thing that needs to be done to these people is the fact that they need to be run out of the government. They need to be chased out of this government. They are just bent on destroying the country continually. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They will not do it. I mean, if they know what to do, how can the government give is it over 94 billion?
Sorry, give us a man. Abdul Malik, can you mute?
So, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. Abdul Malik, can you mute your system?
Yeah, I'm muted.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Okay, go ahead, Mr.
So, the government don't know what to do. They can't get the country together because when they even come into power is basically not legitimate. So, what do you expect from them? But it just shows that these guys will put Nigeria into more trouble, into more crisis, and I don't know how the country gets better. Honestly, we come here to speak every day, not because we don't have anything to do, but because of the passion for the nation. But as it stands today, do we even have hope for this country? Is there hope for this country? So while they are doing and the likes of them speaking and doing what they are doing, it shows that these guys just want to they just want to be called ministers, they want to be called president, they want to be called senators and all that. They don't know what to do. Well, on the baller, I don't know who baller is. I will not attend to him. I don't want to speak about him, so let him just be. And then Mr. Peter will be saying that INEC is not the problem, but judiciary. People should get that straight, and that's a smart move because now INEC can INEC can do whatever they want to do for which I care less, but the judiciary have the power to tell INEC that, oh, in this election, we didn't do it well. In fact, the last election, I mean, we also what happened in that election. But what did the judiciary do? Like Mr. Peter said, the judiciary gave the whole thing to the highest bidder, the criminals supposedly in courts, in power and all that. So until we get judiciary right, nothing will work in that country, because judiciary basically have everything it takes to put INEC right. Even if INEC is doing wrong. Okay, now, so in the last election, Mahmoud Yakub said everyone found culprits in the rigging of the last election, they'll be taken to court. Have you asked yourself how many people have been taken to court? How many have you seen prosecuted today? How many? Should be the is it the Attorney General of the Federation? Is the Olane Pepe? Should be we saw what a data edu scandal brought, how they paid him and all that. So these guys are in connivance. And don't deceive yourself. Most of them are APC card carrying member, allegedly. Do not deceive yourself. Most of this judiciary, they are APC card carrying members. Do not deceive yourself. So they all know what they are doing. And when Peter Obi said that judiciary is the major problem, of course, judiciary is the major problem. I mean, for example, look at what happened in the United States, for example, when Donald Trump called the commissioner of Georgia to scout for votes for him. Look at what happened. The guy quickly told him, "Oh, God, this is not possible. How will I even do it in the first place?" So for me, judiciary aiding and abetting the politicians, they are the major problem of the country. And until we get it right, nothing is going to work. Now, going to a Edo state election, well, for whatever you care to say, well, I will not stop you from campaigning for your candidate, but all I tell you is that if somebody tell you yesterday that, okay, on Sunday is the major day that you're going to dance, and on Friday, you begin to see the person that want to dance begin to malfunction, what cares that the Sunday dance will be better? If they tell you that somebody has a law firm that ranked 15 in the 15, one of the first 15 in the world, and the time we checked, it was a lie. It didn't happen. Eh? So for me, I will continue to hold my stand. Olumide Akpata is the person. I do continue to cast your vote for him. He's the man for the job, and he's the only one that can do it. So I'll just add it over there. So my votes, my campaign, everything is for Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party. Mr. Jonathan, I was just speak for now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Give us a mandate before you go. What's your thank you very much for that submission. You know, I agree with you when you talk about the judiciary, you know, is of course is all about the highest bidder. In fact, the judiciary where now politicians are placing their family members as high court and appeal court judges, setting them up, you know, for future rigging. So it's a serious one. And give us a mandate. I want to ask you. I don't know. What's your take on the other candidate that is showing up?
Well, anybody can show up, right? Anybody can show up. The one thing is we should also be careful, because most of these people may be bankrolling for some major candidates. I mean, what PDP and APC cannot do does not exist. Anybody can show up, and I'm not saying that they are bankrolling for anybody, but allegedly, some of them may be a surrogate for these people, because PDP is dire. They are bent on doing anything to get that state. And why would that be? Because you see, Obaseki knows what he did. Obaseki knows what he did. Edo State is owing how much today? How many elephant projects have you seen in that state? Ask yourself. Where are the money? So they will pay people to go to different platforms to go and see whatever they want to see. And they can also pay people to go and be a card carrying member in another party, just to get their self remain in power. It is high time for people to open their eyes. Look at the SDP candidates during the presidential election. Everybody knew that the election was rigged. Peter Obi won the election. Where was that Yoruba SDP candidate? Awarawa niyo Yoruba person. Eh? He knows. Intelligent mind, though he said he's an intelligent person, character. Hear all that he said during the election. Even the blind, the deaf, they know that Peter Obi won the election. So for me, anybody can show up. I mean, I'm not against them. Anybody can show up, but all I've just said, like, do people that be careful, open your eyes, open your mind. All I can tell you is that for me, Barrister Olumide Akpata remained the Bible candidate, because if somebody failed, and a doctor he said that he want to continue from where somebody failed. A doctor said he will continue from the failure of a man. I mean, I stand to be corrected. I think that possibility need to be questioned, because if you mirror for your people, what did Obaseki do? And I'm asking Mr. Chimeze, please, the next time you call, please list for me 10 things that Obaseki did. List for me 10 things. If you cannot list it, then you are not able to campaign for Obaseki, because the last time I checked, there are biscuit roads, failure power supply, schools are not working. Even primary school, people are sitting on the. Mr. Do you imagine your 5 years old child, or your 7 years old child, or your 8 years old child, or your 10 years old child go to school and sit on a bare floor because of the failure of a government? You as a parent have to go and cut grass in front of your children's schools. If you cannot even work with the university or secondary school, primary school should not be a problem. That's the failure of government. Primary school children in year 5, in year 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, sitting on a bare floor. Man, these guys are wicked. They are wicked, they are satanic, they are demonic. And whenever they come and spend their lives, I will not allow them. I mean, we checked the last time. They said is the first 15 best law firm in the world. And then we checked. You brought it up, Mr. Jonathan. It was Bobo. And I should sit down and allow them to spend their life. We are not. All I am here for is good governance. If Nigeria work today, I'll be the most happy person on earth. I hate it when these men are doing evil to our people and then people are supporting them. We all should be wise. We have suffered enough. Imagine now, my pension money, the money I left in Nigeria before I leave Nigeria, they will not go and dip money in that they will go and dip behind that money. These criminals.
That one is a loan. That one is a loan to set everything on fire. That's one alone.
So every diaspora need to go back to Nigeria and go and sir, I can put in private how much I have in pension for me in Nigeria. Anytime I look at it, I mean, it may not be more, but I mean, it gives me joy. And they go and dip behind these criminals go and dip behind into it. Am I their problem? Not their. So they feel they can do it. That's why you store power. So do it. Don't look at the airport situation. You want to begin to collect at the airport in the issue of Nigeria. Where did that happen in the issue of Nigeria? The criminal drug baron. I keep telling people there has never been anywhere in the world where a criminal, most of a criminal drug baron change their country. Tinubu will not be I'm a Yoruba boy, born and raised Yoruba child. I don't hate him, but I hate his principle. I hate his way of life. A criminal like Tinubu will not change Nigeria. It will not happen. If he will change Nigeria, I'll be asking for you to pray for him. Now they will be going to airport. They will be paying to at the airport. Most of them, they have their pension. They will go and dip their. So you pastor, you GOs.
Most of them even have 2-3 pensions. So Nigerian politicians, they have 2-3 pensions.
Man, these guys are criminals. So now you are going to dip in pension and all that because you couldn't get it right. Am I your problem? Am I your problem? You feel you can do it. Go and do it.
When their plan, their strategy to the 0.5% on a deposit in Nigeria, that one fell flat. Then they started scavenging for where will the money come from again? Then they showed up with this pension thing again, and that one also will fall flat.
Everywhere to make money. See, like somebody said yesterday, Internally generated revenue is not a production. That is responsibility of the people. That is not a production means. You have to, the way countries succeed is through production, manufacturing, not through generated fund. Those are just responsibility of Mr. Jonathan or Mr. Gibson Amandi to pay their taxes. It is not production. So Tinubu, you cannot make money through internally generated revenue. Tell us what you want to do on production and manufacturing. Tell us, man. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. To give us a mandate, I agree with you. When you also say anybody can just pop up, yeah, I know that people can just pop up because we Nigerian politics we don't know.
Jonathan,
Yeah, please, Abdul Malik, go ahead.
Mr. Chris on the backstage, he
Yeah,
write on
okay.
he write on the chat. Inform
Mr. Elvis,
yeah.
Mr. Elvis Mr. Elvis is hearing us. He can let Mr. Chris come in, please, Mr. Elvis. Okay, I think he will get on board shortly. You know, as they always say, my hands are tight. So, Mr. Elvis, please, let's get Mr. Chris on. Is at the backstage. You see, yeah, I was saying that I fully agree what it was our mandate was saying about anybody can just pop up in Nigeria and say he wants to, because why? The possibility is there. I'm not ruling that possibility out, that a candidate can be bankrolled by one of these political criminals just to come and scatter the table, take votes here and there that will give them, so that you can create the room for them, give them that room. So that possibility is very, very dear, and it's a very high probability in Nigerian politics. You can't rule that out at all. If there is anything they know how to do in Nigeria, it's political gamesmanship. They do it very well, but unfortunately, it's always at the detriment of the people. They always say politics is dynamic. Yes, we know politics is dynamic. But, yeah.
You know, these guys, if there is anything if there's any wicked on the face of the, like I usually say, they are the Nigerian politicians. They are the Nigerian politicians. They can do anything possible to get there. They can do anything possible to get to power. They don't care. Look at Enugu State, for example. You said it. Look at how a governor will give law, we make law for his own people, for X-Men to come and pay his own people. Now, like you said, there will soon be a Seriki in Enugu State. So these Igbos, please, it's not about, get ready. Well, I said it some time ago about Edo State. You think we are just playing? They will soon install a Seriki or a Sultan in Edo State. Be playing. You think they are playing? You don't know where the country is going. When we talk like this with passion, it's not because we want to talk. It's the law for the nation. I grew up in Nigeria. I know what Nigeria used to be. Everything is destroyed. Now, more so, a governor will now go and sign into law in the east to give people ruga. Man, I've not seen that kind of wickedness before. You can do it in the southwest because you have Muslims there. Not in the southeast. You go and sign into law to give your man. These guys are, sorry, permit my word, please. These guys are crazy. Please. They are born because we want to become governor. So for me, anybody can do anything. All I'm passionate about is, imagine if a 15 years old girl child in Edo State, in Oyo State, in Ekiti, in Ondo, in Samfara, in Batu where I sat, have not tasted anything called good governance in Nigeria. A 16 years old girl child. Here in the US, you see 5 years old boy, my little boy, you see 5 years, 2 years old, they are, man, I don't know. We are hopeful, but I just pray that will come live. But when it comes to Nigeria, sometimes it's a roller coaster thing. Today you are open, tomorrow you're open. What can you say? What can
It
you say?
is.
You cannot give money for education. It tells that these guys are criminals. They didn't go to school. They
Yes.
didn't go to school because it should
Yes.
be the major thing should be education.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Give us a mandate. Thank you very much.
It's how the
Yeah.
brothers from weeks ago. They are already creating the future, but in Nigeria, they are clean education.
Yeah.
Give money for hard. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Give us a mandate. Thank you. I think we have on board Mr. Odua and Mr. Chris Dublin and Mr. Odua. I think it was Mr. Chris that came in first, or Mr. Odua.
Well,
Hello.
Odua can go first. Mr.
Okay.
Odua can go first. Good
Okay.
evening.
All right. Okay. All right. Mr. Odua, you are welcome. Welcome to the panel. You can take the floor. 8 minutes. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Odua. Are you there? Hello, Mr. Odua is not speaking. We can't hear him. I think he unmute himself, but we can't hear. Mr. Odua, we are not hearing you. Okay. Mr. Chris. Oh, Mr. Odua, are you there? Okay, you can sort it out. Mr. Chris, maybe you can go ahead since you are clear, you are loud and clear. You can go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. What a great opportunity to be able to speak to Nigerians, and courtesy of the indefatigable Mr. Naija Watch. Yeah, Mr. Naija Watch, I heard you from the beginning when we were complaining of stress and everything. Yeah. It's like we keep saying on this panel, it's only God that can reward you for all you do. Not just because of what you do, but because of the sincerity of purpose, your fairness, the way you handle all issues without bias, not caring whose source is God. And thank you so much for that. And 1,000 prayers, 1,000,000 prayers will never be enough. Yeah, in the same vein, Mr. Jonathan, thank you for anchoring this program this evening. And so far, so good. It's been very smooth. And yeah, thanks for the sacrifice. So, good evening, my fellow co-panel. I greet you all for your submission. I think all your submission has been top-notch. There's hardly nothing I can disagree with. Everything on board, according to my own beliefs and considerations. And the people on the comment section, good evening to you all. Mommy Diaspora, thank you for all you do, always here with us and always directing their affairs in the comment section. And everybody there in the comment section, thank you for re-echoing whatever we say on the panel, and whatever the people that make phone calls, whatever they say. Thank you for re-echoing those things. And the people that usually call in, I greet all of you. And thank you for finding the opportunity to be part of this national discourse. So I'll just go to the pensions fund straight away. I think it's an aberration, like the rest of us have clearly noted. It's an aberration that the governments at this point in time want to tinker with the pension fund. Now, the problem is not even that they are doing it, but they know it is wrong. You know, that's the worst thing that can ever happen. Something you know that is completely wrong, and you go ahead to do it. The reason I say this is that, with all sense of responsibility, you know, during the Jonathan era, it was this same Tinubu led APC that stood against Okonjo Iweala when they even muted. They were just tinkering. They were talking about the possibility of even taking the 5% that was legally allowed by the law. And the Tinubu and his APC propaganda, they all went gaga. They started writing editorials upon editorials. That was how they bullied Jonathan and Okonjo Iweala from ever touching that fund. They wrote everything copiously, beautiful, but now they are doing exactly what they campaigned against. So that's to tell you the depth of wickedness that these people have. That's to tell you the inhuman nature that they have in them. They are completely inconsiderate. They don't give a damn about any of us. What they are concerned about is their own pockets, how to secure themselves, their children, and their children's children. So that's for that. Then for Peter Obi, I think I can't just stop loving this man. He has said it all. You know, for the average discerning mind, listening to what he has said about the judiciary is the problem. You know, people can, and he even went ahead to exonerate INEC. You see, people can say a lot of things, but this man, at every point in time, he simply knows what he's saying and he knows what he's doing. That's why, for me, no matter who he meets with, I can trust him because I know he will do the right thing. And that is what leadership is all about. Because anytime we go to vote, we are voting because we are delegating our powers to whoever we are voting for to do the right thing. In the same way, Peter Obi has demonstrated that he can always be trusted, he can do the right thing. So if he's meeting with any person, I have the belief that he's a principled man and he will be guided by his principle. And one of them, the topmost of them, is that he's people oriented. If not that, he could have chosen to do what the other politicians are doing, and he'll still get away with those things. Imagine, he made it's a very, very bold statement that the judiciary, they are the problem and not the biggest problem, and not INEC. And I even like the qualification that he used, the biggest. So it means that there are other problems. It's not a way to exonerate INEC, but it's to tell us that the biggest of all these problems is the judiciary, because these guys, they are in a position to do the right thing even if INEC fails, because by extension INEC literally is just an arm of the executive. It's a part of the executive, and the law clearly provides for the division of power, you know, the executive, legislature, and the judiciary. Now, the legislature, they've made their laws. Those were the laws they made for INEC to follow. They've made these laws for the executive. It was now time for the executive to execute the law, which was INEC, and the INEC failed in executing the law that were supposed to guide the 2023 election. Now, the hope of the common man is supposed to be the judiciary. That's the last bus stop. Because usually the first is the legislature. Once they make laws, they present these laws to the executive. It's not a responsibility of the executive to execute these laws. And if they fail in executing these laws properly, the way the legislatures have ordered, so it is now left for the judiciary to now take a final decision, to correct them, to tell them that no, this was not what we meant when we said so, so, and so. So you can see the ball clearly, like Peter Obi has said, stop on the tables, on the stables of INEC, which by extension is part of the executive. So he was top notch, he was right. There's nothing any person can say about that, because the laws are there. It is the execution of the law that's the problem. Even if the execution fails, there's still a third layer of protection. That third layer is supposed to be the hope of the common man, which is the judiciary, but they have failed flatly in their duties. Even when they have the opportunity of doing the right, instead of cancelling election and reordering that elections should be conducted again, they go ahead and declare somebody the winner. In Kenya, when Uhuru Kenyatta was challenged, it was the judiciary that cancelled a sitting president. Uhuru was a sitting president, but the judiciary, they cancelled his election and they reordered a new election. That is how the judiciary should behave. I think it's from that projection that Peter Obi was talking about the judiciary. So I doff my hat for him. It was well submitted, and it's something that I clearly hold on to. Then moving on to Edo State, because there's no way we talk about the issues in the country without talking about Edo State. Now, I think the issues are very clear. It is either we choose to continue from the way things are now, or we choose to do things the right way, in a new way. You bear with me that we all have been talking about how the judiciary is the last hope for the common man. I think what our politicians lack all over is that empathy for the common man. That inability to give the common man hope, they simply do not care. They simply do not care. And this is the difference. This is the hope that Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party brings. So you ask me, what about Obaseki? Has he not? No. Obaseki has demonstrated that he's incapable of being empathic. Now let's look at some critical issues so that it doesn't just look like talk, talk, talk. There's a certain road that if you are coming from Lagos, if you are approaching Benin, just entering the town at the Law College Road Junction, that road has been impassable since I was a child. Till today, the road is still there. The question is that why Obaseki? How many governors have you had since then? I'm coming to that. There's another road again, 19th Street in BDP. There has been so many controversies about that road. Anytime it rains, that road is blocked. It is blocked completely. Then there's this last video the APC candidate made just 2 days ago, where he was stuck somewhere in GRA with floods and everywhere. I think somebody was making a lame duck attempt to explain that away at the WhatsApp group, which is not supposed to hold. Then the next thing, a lot of markets were burnt during Obaseki's time, still now, and he promised he was going to fix those things. Then what about the general hospital? The general hospital card, to take a card in the general hospital, you need to cough out as much as 5,000 naira, if not more. The general hospital in the state shouldn't be privatized. Even Shomole, as inhuman as Oshomole is, Oshomole was also complaining that when he built that hospital, his dream was not to make it a fund a fund generating enterprise. It was for the betterment of the people of the state. Warud Baseki, what did he do in his usual characteristics? He
You can
came.
round up.
Yes,
You can round
please.
up.
Please, I'm going to round up in 1 minute. He came in his usual characteristics, not giving a damn about how the people feel. And he turned that enterprise to a public private enterprise. Now, talking about those floods, the reason I use those floods to lay the foundation of my argument is that there was a 30 billion naira that was allocated to have controlled the flood in the state. That was why I asked you later, why Obaseki? Have we not had other governors? Yes, we had. But it was the tenure of Obaseki's Shomole that they awarded 30 billion to control the floods in Benin City and environs, and nothing was done. Obaseki promised us he was going to probe Shomole, and it's been 4 years, guys, nothing was done. So
Thank
that
you.
is why I say there is no empathy in these people. The APC and the PDP, they are the same thing. We must not continue to do the same thing and expecting something different. It is called insanity. So let's vote Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party for better Edo State. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chris. Thank you. I agree with you when you said, with respect to the pension, that they 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 know it's completely, that they are aware that what they are doing or what they are about to do is completely wrong,
Yes,
and
because they protested against it before.
and they still went ahead anyways.
And that
So
was 5%.
that was
5%.
5%. Yeah,
5% then that the law even allowed. They
yeah.
protested against it.
And that shows the total disregard and lack of care for Nigerians and the Nigerian workers. They lack it. They lack that. They lack that duty of care
Yeah,
completely.
Mr. Jonathan, sir, sorry to cut you. That's the empathy we talk about, and that
Yeah.
is the difference Olumide Akpata brings to the table.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Chris. Mr. Odua, are you there now? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Odua, how are you doing today?
Well, we are managing, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. So you can go ahead. You have 8 minutes. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Najawash, the Mr. Moderator, Mrs. Moderator, listeners, commenters, and viewers. Happy Friday to everyone. Well, for me, according to the topic that Peter Obi said, judiciary is the problem of the democracy. It's fully well supported that
The really problem of the democracy are the Nigerians, not just only the judiciaries. It's the judiciary, not Nigerians. Those that are stealing ballon boss, are they not Nigerian? The police and the soldiers they are using to deprive people from election time to do the right thing, are they not Nigerians? The problem of the democracy are the Nigerians. Is because of those who are occupying a positions of authority are not worthy to be a leader. Whether it is the judiciary, it is the INEC, it is the governors or presidency or president or legislators, whatever you can call the people who lead, they are not worthy to be in those positions. That is the problem we have. Because if the INEC man is worthy to be a leader, there is no need of going to court. And if the people who occupy the positions of law, which they call lawmaker, are worthy to be a leader, there will be no excuse for INEC to say go to court. And those who in the court, if they are worthy of leader, people will not be saying, court did not do this or court do this. The problem is that we did not have people who are fit for any position, but the people who occupy the position are wrong people. And also the problem of the democracy are because the country was set up in error. So all these things are what we are saying because the government of error prompt all whatever we are facing today as a government. The police we have is not Nigeria police. It is the British police. The military or whatsoever you might call them are not for Nigerians. We are for the elite. We are for those to guard the criminal masters, which they call British government, that then left those attitude on Nigerians. And that is what Nigeria are operating today. And Nigeria, a black man with the mind of oppressions, which occupy those positions, refuse to reform how those things are supposed to be functioning. The government of the British doesn't use their armed forces to oppress their people. But what we have in Nigeria is the one that oppresses Nigerians. So, first is, when they say judiciary, what are they going to judge? Are they the one that make those laws? Before those laws were passed, do they bring it for the court to verify? But they can take it to the president to verify and say, put your signature. How will you call a man who did not make the law to come and be interpreting it? It's just like you see Bible today. People are reading Bible and interpreting Bible. How will you interpret Bible the way it was written when we are not the one who write it? The concept of your writing should be what you can explain. Those judges will just come out to guess on their memory. They feel it will be like this, it will be like that. Whereas the people who make those laws did not make it that way. So before Nigeria passed their law, the judges are supposed to be aware. They're supposed to consult themselves and say, this is the purpose of this law. And if we amend it, this is the reason we are amending it. All of them have to agree. That is why the judge have to tell you there is a loophole, there is a loophole, there's a, what do they call it, that they are looking for. That they will want to make sure that those are the areas they give you as an excuse, because they were not the one make those laws. Even when this was the former senator, Ahmed Lawal, I could remember one of his videos who said that this law are amended like this. This law are amended like this. But the only people that have right that can change it is the court. If you amend law like this, do the court supposed to have any way of changing it? that it should be transfer, transmit, whatever he might call it. It should be transmit direct. Anyone that was not transmit direct, that election cannot be called, vote, or those things. But do they interpret those one in the court? Even I was expecting them, Peter Obi, to show those videos. The how Ahmed Lawal we are saying must be transmit or transfer, but those things were not there. So we did not have whether the judiciary or the lawmakers, because they did not both agree on law before it was passed. So the judiciary cannot interpret what they did not write or what they did not write, because the people will be interpreting it supposed to be the lawmakers to come and tell us this law was made like this. This is how we do it. So well, that's what that. Because what we have to say for the pensioner, however they want to do the pensioner money, I will be very happy to see that all those old soldiers, what we call old soldiers, old policies, that they are no longer see their money. The old teachers, old judges, and old governors, they will not be seeing their pension money. Then even if the market people pensions, they will no longer be seeing it. I will be very happy, so that all of them will come out in the street to decide how Nigeria will go. So because they are seeing their money now, that is why nobody come out in the street. So even though the Nigeria are crying today, we see nobody, because they still have something to live on. So I will be very happy if they have no money in their pocket. If the money they're supposed to be using to do bad.
Mr. Dua,
Yes. Yes.
Your own money is not part of, it's not among the money, right?
You said what?
Is your own money not part of that pension fund?
No, do that work or not to talk of don't talk of pension?
Okay, now I know where you are coming from. So we have our money there, they should not go there unless they will see something else. Thank you.
Mr. Odua, please round up, sir.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, let me just say that. I want the hardship to strong in Nigeria, because they are still living well now. I want the Tinubu, for me now, Tinubu is doing well. He should do more on this, because if he can carry money for people that want to go to Mecca, but he could not bring money to do lights, should not bring money for people to go to farm. Well, I want him to add them more, so that Nigeria will come out to the street. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Odua. Thank you very much. When you said, earlier in your submission, you said the judiciary should be part of the lawmaking. You see, the Constitution does not permit them to do that. That I know for sure is that's why their duty is to interpret it. The legislators, they will make the law. Then when the issue now comes to the judiciary, they will interpret it. But I know that they work together in cahoots to make the law. That's why the judiciary will have the audacity. They will say, I can't do this. Go back to the legislators. Let them make the law. Then you can come back here. So they can't, the law does not permit them. In fact, when they are making the law, they can't go back. They can't even go to the judiciary to seek for their advice.
Sir, thank you, sir. Sir, I knew that is because the country is not proper arranged. Because if it is proper arranged, the judiciary is supposed to be part of the law that they will make. Thank you.
Anyways, that's just the way they are. Everybody, there are three arms of government. The executive, the legislators, they make the law. That's the first thing. Then the executive will have to carry it out, like what INEC is doing. INEC is part of the executive. And then if there are issues, it is the judiciary that will interpret it at the end of it. So everybody's work is well cut out and spelled out, for each and every arms of the government. Thank you very much, Mr. Odua. I appreciate it. I think we've given our submission. Maybe we can do 5 minutes Mr. Give us a mandate. If you are ready, maybe you can go ahead. You can start with us with
Okay.
5 minutes.
Thank you very much. Hopefully you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks, panelists. I think we all came to a conclusion today that I'll just say in summary that these governments basically don't know what they are doing, and will they ever do the right thing? No, because they came in through the back door. They cannot do the right thing for the country, and so the onus is on Nigerians to actually take back their country. Whenever they are ready to take back their country, the country is theirs for grabs, like Dati Baba Ahmed said. Now, bringing us down to the issue of election in our various states. Um, if you look inward in your state, you know who the cap fits. And so that's why we keep talking about the Edo State election. Barrister Olumide Ozabu Apata is the right man for the job. Now, and we keep telling you why this guy is the right man for the job. When Obaseki and others were allegedly taking money for Ruga from Buhari, Olumide Apata stood against Buhari. We stood him head on. Now, the question I keep asking people is that, do you think that this Daura Caliphate, they don't have the energy to either bring Olumide down? They have the energy. But why didn't they do it? Because, I mean, they met with the rock. So, when Obaseki was busy supervising the Ruga money and how they can give land to X-Men in those states, Barrister Olumide Ozabuapata was busy fighting with Buhari. And he came here, he told us that he would not allow any X-Men to have their way in Edo State. That he will stand for the people of Edo State, to fight for them and to defend them. And so on that premise, I leave you Edo Light tonight, that you have no option than to vote for Barrister Olumide Ozabubu Akpata. Olumide Akpata is working together with Peter Gregory. Olumide Akpata has sat down with Dr. Alex Othi of Abia State. He knows what he wants to do for the state. He told us what he will do for the state. I mean, when people like Obaseki could not build primary school in Edo State, Barrister Olumide Ozabubu Akpata built primary schools in Edo State. Now, don't allow them to sell lies for you. Most of the things they told you here about the anointed candidate of Obaseki is false. I will keep telling you, if they by today are sharing to you false narrative, false information, then what tells you that they can tell you the truth when it comes to the governance of Edo State? For the past 7 years, Obaseki allegedly has not told Edo State the truth. When it comes to land grabbing, it comes to the road, when it comes to water, when it comes to light, Obaseki has not told Edo State the truth. So what gives us assurance that this another candidate will tell you the truth? So stand behind the truth. Stand behind the man that knows the job. Olumide Akpata left 1.5 billion naira in the coffer of the NBA. Olumide Akpata is the man with the compassion, character, integrity, and empathy. Vote for him, and we'll begin to change those states. On this note tonight, Mama, Papa, Peking, you have your PVC. Let's go make that change in those states. Make that change. Vote for the man that knows the way. Vote for the man that knows the job. Thank you very much. Have a good night and blessed weekend.
Thank you very much, Mr. Give us our mandate. Thanks, we appreciate it. Thanks very much, Mr. Abdul Malik. Mr. Abdul Malik, are you there?
Yeah, me. Good evening.
Yeah, please, you can give us your final submission, 5 minutes. Please go ahead. Thanks.
Good evening once again. Well, I want to talk to Nigeria government. Nigeria government, you say Nigeria citizens, they are suffering. Now, some parents, they can no longer pay school fees to their children. Can you people give free and fair education from primary to secondary? No. But all you do is to extort their money more, to embezzle money and go and keep in abroad. And your citizens are suffering. To approve money to build the judiciary, your citizens are suffering. They can no longer go to school. Some of them, they cannot eat 3 square meters a day. What is the need? Well, I see no reason why you people are there in the governance, but there is no improvement. You don't improve anything for your citizen. What do you expect them to do? Now, if they can no longer go, school is the future of the country. Nobody. Nigeria government, please. I want to use this opportunity to talk to you people. Fix road and fix light for people, for your citizens, so that they can be able to breathe well. Now there is nothing for them. People are suffering. I don't know if you guys don't see. You don't watch television. You don't see. You don't see media. Look at how market women are commenting today, are talking today. What they are passing through. Imagine everywhere high cost of living. Some people cannot feed 3 square a day. What are you guys doing? And you went to go and approve money to build the judiciary, to order SUV for custom. What is the need? Why some people that cannot feed well? Well, I don't know why the legislature, they don't debate on those kind of issue. All they do is just to go there and share money for their pocket, for their family. They don't care for their citizen. It's very bad of them. Nigerian people, rise up and take your country back, because it's not to lament. It's time for you guys to rise up and take your country back. You see how it's go, and it will continue like this. It will not stop till you do the needful. That is for that. Edo people, please vote for Olumide Akpata, because it's a change. PDP have ruled us for like how many years now? APC continue. There is no improvement. I see no reason why somebody in abroad or in Nigeria, you are campaigning for APC or PDP. What is the need? What can you tell me that they did for the last past years? Why are you campaigning for them? There is no improvement, nothing. No road, no electricity, nothing. So why are you campaigning for them? It's like you are evil. Yeah, you are more than evil, because you are devilish somebody. Those people that they did not do anything, no improvement, but you are campaigning for them. Why? I don't know. Thank you very much. That is it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abdul Malik. Thanks for your submission. Yeah, let's move ahead. Mr. Chris, are you there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
please go ahead and give us your final submission, 5 minutes, and then
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you for wonderful work you are doing. Yeah, where am I even going to start? I think I'll just start from, I'll continue from where Abdul Malik stopped. Abdul Malik, I simply just like the way you present your facts, slowly, gradually, without emotions. Just say the way it should be said. Thank you very much. I thank you for the admonition that people should wake up and do the needful by voting Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party, because he is clearly the change that we desire. Like you said, that you are surprised that people are still campaigning for the PDP or the APC, when actually there's no basis. These parties, they've been tried, they've been given opportunities. They moved from PDP to APC, from APC to PDP. It's the same story. It's the same story. There's basically no state that you can point to that these guys are doing the proper thing, apart from the man in Abia State, Alex Oti. And there's a clear-cut departure from what used to obtain. Then, Mr. Duwa, I salute you because you have a way of saying the raw truths. You have a way of saying the raw truths, very, very unrefined. But there are some areas that I will also not agree with. I think some of those things were what Mr. Jonathan already pointed out. You know, be that as it may, the things you said, they were very, very germane and instructive in the sense that you made a profound statement that when the right thing is done, that then there will be no need for the judiciary. You know, ordinarily in theory, that's how it ought to be. But in practice, you know, we cannot have a society that is devoid of misfits, of people that will never do the right thing, no matter what it is. Even if they are not going to gain anything from it, they can't just do the right thing. There will be misfits in every society because a society where you don't have misfits is actually a utopian society. And there's no such utopian society anywhere in the world. It only exists in heaven. And so that's that. So be that as it may, we will always have judiciary, and people cannot always do the right thing, even if given the opportunity. And he went ahead to say another thing that was also germane to the first one, you know, that black men, they refuse to reform. Yeah, like you said that the British, they don't use the executive in Britain, they don't use the police or the army to oppress their people. But this kind of attitude and behavior are usually found amongst not just the black people, but you know, everywhere there's poverty, there's lack of um, development, every infrastructure that measures human level of life, quality of life in every human indices. So that's where you find this rascally behavior. You know, a clear case is the case of Liberia and Sierra Leone. Literally, you know, these were Americans, black Americans that were in America that they came back to Africa, and we expect that some of the things they learned in the US, the standard of life there, they would have replicated them in Africa. But when this set of black people came back home, they started oppressing their own fellow black again, started oppressing their own fellow blacks. That's just to tell you the inconsiderate nature of the black man, and that has been the problem of our polity. That has been the problem of our lack of development. That inconsiderable a lack of consideration for your fellow human being, lack of empathy. That is what our leaders lack, and that is the difference Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party brings to the table. He has said this, he has demonstrated this. How else do we want him to do this? Look, when he was the NBA chairman, I know Give Us Our Mandate has spoken copiously about this. Give Us Our Mandate keeps saying he left 1.5 billion. He didn't just leave 1.5 billion. He didn't meet that much there, but he was able to build that fund to that amount and left the money. He built the funds to that amount and left the money. That's to tell you this man has an economic prowess, a managerial skill. He's very sagacious when it comes to managing people and finances. He came to the NBA despite that this is NBA. You have sons, you have seasoned lawyers. He could have increased whatever their association fee or their annual due, what all those things are. But he didn't go that route compared to the governors we have today, that they don't literally care.
Please round
They
up,
are,
Chris.
yeah, I'll round up in 1 minute, please. They are talking about internally generated revenue. You are putting burden on the people you are supposed to have empathy on. But Olumide Akpata didn't do all this. Rather, it looked inward and blocked all the leakages, all the excessive spendings, and he was able to build that fund. And he fought Buhari to a standstill. These are the qualities that our leaders lack, our governors lack, the Obaseki-led administration lacks, the PDP lacks. And this is exactly what Aswen Udalo said he wants to continue from. So you can see the difference Barrister Olumide Akpata brings to the table. Empathy. He's not going to put any economic hardship on the people because he understands how to save money.
Okay.
If he didn't put financial burden on the body of lawyers, why is he going to do that on the
Thank you.
commoners in the
Thank you very
streets?
much.
So
Thank you very much,
people,
Mr.
I'll round up now. So people, let's vote by Mr. Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party because he has one characteristic. He's going to govern with empathy. He has done it before. He will do it again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Chris. I thanks all the panelists, all the submission, and Mr. Give us a mandate, Mr. Abdul Malik and Mr. Chris, and Mr. Odua. Thank you very much.
So,
I
so
just
can we stand up now?
yeah, Mr. Evis.
Mr. Jonathan.
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. As everybody never gives final submission. We'll round up early today.
Yeah, everybody have given their final submission.
Okay, you give yours. So just
yeah, okay,
1 minute.
all right, yeah, for me, I want to give a big thank you to Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. He is the only one man opposition that we have in Nigeria today. The legislators, they have failed us. They have failed Nigerians. I'm talking now of the Labour Party legislators. They have failed us completely. But I want to assume that they know their work. They know what to do. They know how to do it. But it could be a costly assumption, maybe. So if they don't know, legislators, Labour parties, there are so many ways, if you are not compromised, that you can do your work effectively and be a backbone for Mr. Peter Gregory Obi every step of the way. You can put out a press statement on your position on every policy matter without exception. If Mr. Tinubu cough today, you must have something to say about it. If he sneezes, you must have something about it. Put out a press statement. You can hold a press conference. You can have the press ready, organize them, ready for you every day outside the legislative chamber. Every day you have them ready so that you can state your position, whether for or whether against. You can do that. You can go on mainstream media or the print media to state your position, whether for or against. These are the ways. You have to do something. You cannot keep quiet. You are being paid millions of nairas every month. You have to give Mr. Peter Obi the support that he needs. As he is talking, we have to see you coming out. Perhaps you don't know. Maybe you don't know all these simple things. What stops you? Is it a crime for you every day at the door of the chamber to have the press ready and say what you want to say? Is it a crime for you to put out a statement on the media every day? Is it a crime for you to hold a press conference every day? Is it a crime for you to have your social media handle and let us hear what your position is? It a crime? Can't you do that? You are being paid. What are you doing? Please support Mr. Peter. Is holding the government accountable on everything without exception. That's all I have to say. Now, Mr. Elvis, I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I really appreciate it.
Mr. Jonathan, can I have 30 seconds?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
You see, yes, the things that we just analyzed, you see, those are the things we are talking about. Because you are asking them this question, can they do this? Can they do this? They cannot, because they lack that human empathy. Because they simply do not care. It's all about themselves. They simply don't, but they don't give a hoot. They are not interested. They just want to benefit themselves and live there. They see political power as an opportunity to acquire generational wealth. You see, and that's the difference we've been talking about. It may sound political, but it's the difference that Olumide Akpata brings to the table. Without being told, look at Peter Obi, he's the one that has been championing. He has been the voice of opposition. And he is the mentor of Olumide Akpata, just like Peter Obi did with Anambra State. The same thing Olumide Akpata did while he had the opportunity of being the chief executive. So please, I'm using this opportunity to tell Edulites Vote for somebody that has that human empathy. Governance is not difficult. Immediately somebody realizes that he is there for the people, it means over 80% of all his decisions will be people oriented. Thank you very much.
All right. Okay, Chris, thank you. I would like to appreciate every one of you, my wonderful people. Okay, we have a call. Let me take this call quickly. Madam Origin, thanks for calling back again. Please talk to us now.
Yes, my final submission. Thank you, Mr. Niger Watch. Straight to the point. I just wanted to address when Mr. Jonathan was talking about Bola saying that's the final bus stop. He doesn't want to talk about it. Please, please, I'm begging you. We must talk about Mr. Bola. These are my reasons. You know, what we are doing is unprecedented. What Mr. Peter Gregory Obi is doing is unprecedented. Nigeria has been brainwashed. There has been so much that needs to be opened, kind of worms that need to be opened and addressed. Our oppressors are not only the head, it includes their stooges and their enablers. We must let the people of Nigeria know. Let me use Mr. Bwala as an example. We have to explain to them who Mr. Bwala is. Number one, Mr. Bwala is belly face. So that when they see belly face, they know that these are the enablers and should not be listened to. Anywhere wants to shake coins in his ears, he will run to it because he is belly face. He is belly white. His brain stops inside his intestine. His God is belly. Everything he believes in is inside his stomach. Every of his points is based on his stomach. He wants to eat, and his taste bud is whatever that is not tasty. Anywhere they call him to come and lie, he will lie. So I beg, he has to be alive. He cannot survive without all this. But one thing I assure him is that I want him to be alive so that when Mr. Peter Gregory Obi becomes president, people like Mr. Bwala will go into oblivion, and so will all our problems that they have concocted. Thank you, Mr. Niger Watch. I hope I have been able to convince Mr. Jonathan that we need to address all issues, including, I don't want Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. Let him leave Bwala for us. Thank you, sir. I invest there.
Ofi Adoram. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, so we feel handle and thank you.
Yeah. All right, my people. And God bless you. Now, I want to appreciate you, Oga Jonathan. Thank you so much for saving my voice more. I was here listening to everybody. Thank you very much. And Oga Chris, thank you very much for your patience on the backstage. Yes, I don't know what happened that time, but it's good you stay with us and you came in to put in your voice as well. Thank you, sir. I appreciate every one of you right there. Starting all over again from Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, I think you'll be doing this more often because you you are one of the most you are one of those that is very very consistent on this platform. So I think once in a while, you can relieve me because I didn't know you can do this perfectly. I think this is my first time trying this with you. I'm not sure, but I know give us a mandate. I've done it before. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you, Abdul Malik, for coming in. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your consistency as well. Mr. Odua, thank you, sir, for coming in. Thank you, Oga Chris, once again. Give us a mandate. I appreciate you as well. All right. The people on the comment section, now God will bless you. Now, starting with the Progressive NG, thanks for the support earlier on, and Martin Benjamin. God bless you, sir. Those of you that called in, Madam Origin, and many others, Mr. Ben, Ogashimize, and others that called in today. God bless you all. Appreciate you all. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy, for all you do. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. Ray Abua, thank you. Abu Azi, thank you very much, sir, for all you do. Tracy Jacobi, God will bless you now, my people. Peggy Monday. Thank you, my people. Guy Awalele in the building. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you, my wonderful people right there. Every one of you that came in today. If I didn't mention your name, but I want you to know that I appreciate you all. All right, I would like to re-echo again to let people, you all know that yes, we're going to be having the governorship candidate of the YPP on Sunday. That is him right there with us by 7 p.m., where we are going to pass a lot of questions to him. He needs to be encouraged because I don't hear tired about this man. So a lot of people said he's already a threat in terms of the debate with other candidates. I was like, oh, okay. Before we can believe that, let's bring him to the show and see how it goes. So he'll be joining us on a Sunday, which is just after tomorrow on the 19th, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Endeavor to join us that day and let's do this together. Remember, it's about our state, those states. Nigeria have done a lot for Nigeria. This is my state, and I appreciate every one of you that is supporting me on my own state. God, I God bless you now. Let's continue to do it together as a collective effort here. I would like to quickly respond to what Madam Origin stated just now. For me, Peter, we don't need to respond to someone like Daniel Boala. We are here. Somebody actually called in today saying that we shouldn't be responding to someone like Daniel Boala. Of course, we need to respond to them. These are the satanic set of people that try to capture the gullible Nigerians. In the process of them trying to capture the gullible Nigerians, is our responsibility, to demarket them, their plans, their satanic plans. If you stay quiet, trust me, it will get to you. It's just like sometimes somebody telling you that, oh, people talk about you, don't respond, don't respond, don't respond. Sometimes it gets to a point you just need to speak because God forbid you don't respond and anything happen to you in that process and you are no more. People will live with that last memory of what people describe you to be. If you're alive, sometimes just respond and say, no, this is me, this is not me. Peter Obi came out the other day to demarcate some false information that were bestowed on him. Yeah, it's very, very important. Sometimes you need to respond to these people. But it's not the responsibility of Mr. Peter Obi to do that. Why, Mr. Jonathan, I also support you on the area you're saying others to join Mr. Peter Obi on this continuous demonstration of opposition. Because it looks like he's the only one doing it right now. Although Atiku is throwing one in like bullet points. But Peter Obi is consistent and it's very, very important that it continues like this. I remember throughout Governor Obaseki's 4 years in office, APC was nowhere to be found. Then, Labour Party only just came to limelight less than a year or so, or more than a year, less than 2 years. So the only opposition Governor Obaseki, PDP was literally having in those days was Nigeria Watch platform, media. Yes, for those of you that followed us for a long time, you understand what I'm saying. Nigeria Watch, our platform, was the only opposition. We summoned them to the platform all the time for questioning, for interrogation, and all that. There was a time they were already bittered about the platform. APC was just quiet. Now they are coming out now to say they want to run for governorship. Where were you all this while? You're supposed to be countering and putting Governor Obaseki and the PDP under pressure. You failed in doing that. Now you want to run. You want to be the next governor of those states. To be honest, I think some of you should be happy and celebrating that I did not bring myself out to support anybody this time. I not say me na fire. My body they hot. Yes, my mouth. I for don't fire these people. I know people why for don't fire. If they see Nigeria, they'll close their eyes, use cloth cover their eyes pass. Unfortunately, on our way, I leave platform for you are not. I think you guys are not actually doing it well. In case you don't know how to do campaign for your principal, I'll give you guys some tips. Your duty is to demarket the opposition, the competitor of your principal. Although with facts. Yes, I demarketed Tinubu continuously, persistently on this platform with facts. You know, it looks like many of you supporting your candidate right now in those states. You don't do research. You need to do research over your candidate's competitor, other candidates competing with your candidate. Do research about them. Bring the fact here. Demarket them with the facts. That's what I was doing with Tinubu. Don't demarket people with hatred, with lies. It's not nice. You know, so that's what I'm saying, that some people should be happy. So, hey, thank God. Although some people are, somebody actually told me, thank God, so you know your talk for this thing, because your math not good. Yes. She said my math not good, but I always use my mouth to say the fact. And the fact is what, the fact that I'm saying is what some people don't like me for. You know, so continue doing what you're doing, my people. And we need to end the show right now. I'm very, very happy that we are ending the show in just 3 hours. Kai, what a wonderful God.
I get what I have something to say.
Okay, sir. Quickly, quickly, I beg.
This your Nigeria Watch membership. Is it monthly
Yes,
payment? I don't know.
Yeah, the group, the is it group? What is it called?
Membership.
Membership. Yes, it's monthly. Yes, sir. Monthly support. Yeah. If you want to join the membership, you have the lowest there from $4.99, be $3.99 in a month to upwards. So whatever you know that is convenient for you, you just do it, sir. I appreciate you for asking as well.
Okay. But it's like
So
Mr. Dua, they don't give a last submission, eh?
Okay, but let's say you want to hear from Mr. Dua. Mr. Dua, they say they want to hear from you. You have the floor. Talk to us, sir, quickly. Mr. Dua.
Hello, thank you. Can you hear me? Hello.
We can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Yes, thank you, my brother, for trying to remember that. Thank you. I appreciate your effort. So, Nigerians, Edo State, let me talk about Edo State. Edo State, me, I not get candidate to, I not be party person. The only way to me, I know be say, only gift when God they bless us, that will be last May party. Oshomole, we be Ketika. If they give Ketika and his House of Assembly, they're not supposed to sell our property. Ketika don't get that to sell landlord property. So I beg another person who will be Ketika, who will become governor. Open as May party that waiting God to bless us. Whatever amount we take for we to collect them from who Shomole sell them for. Bring and come and make Edo people provide them. We need our property. We want to make use of it. We want to benefit from it. Not just only to benefit from it from cash. We want to benefit from it for the SME to be used to construct many things. We can use it to do overhead bridge. We can use it to do underground crossway. So we can even use it to do student building and others. So we need that to build a SME factory so that we can produce our SME. Thank you. That is really what I have to say to the Edo people.
Okay, Mr. Dua. Thank you very much, sir. You should be appointed as the commissioner of Okbela Smith or minister of Okbela Smith. Because Mr. Dua, see, in that area, I like when people continue to hit it hard on one particular area. You know, the people that you're speaking to will not have no choice than to listen to you. That's it. It's just like what we all are doing here. Our consistency. The government will not have no choice than to one day to say, okay, let's do what is right to make these people happy. That's all.
Mr. Mr. Anjaro, sorry, I feel talk small, maybe 10 seconds.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you for your advice. I beg, wait me, I want beg, if we did demarket Aswan Godalo by tying him to Obaseki, I beg not to tell us again, say, may we focus on Aswan Godalo. So now the best way we'll take it the market and be that. So now the main strategy.
Why can't you just demarket as well?
You don't set trap now. No, because now the best way, from the beginning, the truth has to be told.
No,
From the
okay,
beginning.
Chris. I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
protecting Obaseki. I don't want people
No,
to think that.
I'm not saying they protect Obaseki, but if you say maybe not they use Obaseki till they attack Aswe Godalo again, it will get us a B. So
Okay.
now the way we fit the market.
Are they going to use Osagbovo Olumide? Are they going to use the chairman of Labour Party, Julius Abure, to demarket Osagbovo?
You go ask opposition. I mean, I don't know if you answer that question. Me they talk
So,
for my own candidate.
Ibije Balariagbon, that day he was there.
Oduwa, we worry. Ukpila subeta, abonu we, above, worry. So, Josh, thank you very much. Thank you for the advice. Well taken. Thank you.
Okay. Oga Chris, yes, I would like to quickly say one or two things after your statement. I want people to understand that.
Pape, I beg, make I say one something. I beg, even though I know day on Sunday, the YPP governor when don't tell us what I want to do Okpila Sube Fatu and the bedded beauty.
Okay, Chris, you carry that assignment.
I go in short, I must, because of Udua, whatever it is, I'm going to ask that question. Mr. Dua, whatever happened, I'm going to ask that question, even if now 10 seconds I get that day. I go promise you that one for life.
Thank you, sir. Let me take this call quickly. Mr. Ferreira, it's good for you to call on the show. Hello, sir. Are you there? Hello. We are hearing your TV, sir.
Well done, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, sir.
I'm not on here. Am I on here?
You're on air. We are live.
We're live. I'm on here. Oh, okay.
Oh, you wanted to talk privately?
No. I'm ready to talk.
Okay, go ahead.
I just didn't know I was on here.
Thank you, sir.
I tried yesterday to call to greet you and to greet Mommy Diaspora and to greet Sister Rita, everybody, but I wasn't able to make it through. And that yesterday topic was very, very interesting for me to comment on, and that today's topic too about the judiciary. So how many minutes you want to give me? About 5 or 4.
Go ahead.
I make my own submission.
Go ahead, sir. Talk to us.
Okay. Yeah. First of all, when it comes to Nigerian problem, we all know, say, all of us have seen and fall short of the glory of a great nation. So when people come on here and start pointing finger to one tribe or these people or that people, I find it very disingenuous. That means I totally agree with your position on this topic yesterday. Your position, Mr. Elvis, was very correct. Nigerians, we like to deceive ourselves. You understand? Every tribe has contributed to the destruction of that country. Anybody that disagrees is telling themselves lie. From day one, from the first school to the present political dispensation, every tribe has contributed to the destruction of that country, because what they do is that rather than stand firm on the truth and progress that will lead the country forward, they will go and form cooperation with satanic people, with evil, and then later come and say it's those satanic people that is making the country go bad. But you that call yourself the good person, if you didn't form union with them or association with them, if you are not unequally yoked with evildoers, the country will not be where it is. Number one group of, everyone is responsible for the blame, but number one group responsible are the educated people of that country. The lawyers, the doctors, the nurses, the judges, all of them.
from every tribe, not just it's the Fulani people that are destroying Fulani hegemony. Yes, there's a few Fulani people that are bad, but they would not be bad if you people from your tribe or your region have not joined them in cooperating with them to perpetrate the government of feudalism, government which I like to call in Pidgin, government of big manism. Big manism at the expense of your own people, because you're making millions, billions of naira, you're making money. Yeah? Or you say everybody come here and talk. Fulani people did this to the east. Fulani people did that to the south. But is it Fulani that is your governor? Is it Fulani that is the governor that is stealing the money of your people? Is it the Fulani that is your local government chairman? This is a question Nigerians will never ask themselves and come up and tackle. We practice, currently since 1999, we practice a system of government that should not even be called democracy. It should be called economic sabotage or treasonable felony, whereby we betray one's country by sharing money meant for development. Say Fulani headsmen will have the chance to go attack a village if the people that are supposed to spend security money spend the money on security. People that are supposed to spend the money on road spend it on road. People that are supposed to spend the money on electricity, if they spend it on electricity. Would a few nuisance be able to gather guns and headsmen and start going around shooting and killing innocent people? It's because the head has fallen. It's like the fish. Once the head is rotting, everything about that fish is gone. That is the problem with Nigeria. And then they will come and be pointing finger. When they point that finger, 4 fingers is pointing back to them. Every Nigerian. And the worst part of Nigerian problem are the southern people. South, east and west. Because they are the one who cooperate with the so-called bad people in the north to continue to perpetrate injustice on their own people.
And God go bless you. All of them, they fight me for years, sir. They talk that one. Thank you, sir. Okay, Mr. Ferreira, you are muted. I think something is happening on your end.
Yeah.
Okay, let's come back to you, sir. Let's come back to you. I can see something that happened for that area. Black Panther, why are you not calling now? Black Panther, why are you calling now? You never hear so one close. Mr. Black Panther.
One person with one Nigerianism came in to speak. He's speaking to satisfy the whole villagers in Nigeria. I want to speak and we met Black Panther, and I thank you, Nigerians, for speaking on this issue. Look, there's a difference between the political class that are energizing the problem of Nigeria and the people, the origin of the problem of the nation. They are two different things. If you want to talk about the politicians, they contributed it. The southern politicians, the northern politicians, and other people, they are enabler. But when we talk about the origin of the problem of the country, we have to trace it back to history. And Mr. Ferreira should not come here and say the enabler are the issues and the problem of the country. He should not say that. If he can say that in other network and they sit down there, they want to please everybody that one. Remember one thing, it's not everybody that is in one Nigeria. And it's not everybody that is saying that everybody that we want Nigeria. Some people are saying we want one Nigeria, some people are saying we don't want one Nigeria. So Mr. Ferreira should stay on his own side and speak and stop saying that what they are speaking is a lie. We don't beautify things. We have gone beyond beautifying things. If we see the issue, we should face it headlong. That's telling us that what the whole position will say, oh, everybody has the issue of Nigerian problem, so therefore everybody will eat out of it. Remember, the Sultan spoke one issue. He said if there is no other people to fill any other position in Nigeria, they prefer taking a foreigner. Mr. Ferreira, you got to go and get grounded and stop mixing things up. We are not saying that other people do not contribute. We are talking about the origin of the problem of the country. Why ask the
All right, thank you, thank you.
Why? Let me learn this one. Ask the otherwise question. Why are they not asking? Why are they not saying that we should have a new constitution? Ask the Southerner. They will tell you that they want a new constitution. The Iowa said they said no. What is the
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Oga Black Panther.
Why didn't Black Panther come? Why didn't you come to the platform now?
You don't want to listen to people that are one Nigeria, that want everybody to say they are good boys.
Thank you.
You are not good boys, you are bad boys.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, sir. All right.
Nigeria
All
watch.
right.
Yeah, for like talk small thing. No.
Okay, quickly then.
You see, on this issue, now wetin make me dey talk say sometimes we dey lump everything together. So because of that, we will just go dey argue, dey generalize it. Immediately we start to dey generalize, we are missing the point. Is any person actually saying there are no bad politicians in other part of the country? But no matter what, e get one thing where everybody agree. E get one thing where everybody agree, and that is the simple truth. Everybody agree say the bad people from other part of the country, they collaborate with the Fulanis to put Nigeria for trouble. At least we all agree to that. That is where I rest my case. Until we bring up this case for proper discourse, we all agree that now the bad people for our side, they join the Fulanis, they destroy Nigeria. I think that's a food for thought for everybody.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Jonathan, you wanted to say something?
No, I was just adding that Black Panther should have come to the platform. And this one that he just appeared from the back door.
He's always from the back door. Yeah. I need to go back padlock while take lock that back door. Black Panther is always like that. Anyway.
We don't tell you we see Mr. Ferrari rich now. Maybe you invite him, make him stay come. For a long time, we never see him. If they join us to panel before. I know sir, I ain't talk. If they join us to panel before.
I don't really need to invite him more because everybody is listening. Anybody want to join the panel, just come in, join the panel. If you want to call in. As long as your voice is put out there, that's the most important thing. But meanwhile, I would like to quickly mute yourself, sir. Thank you. I would like to quickly mute yourself, Oga Chris. I would like to quickly say what I wanted to say earlier on. I don't want anybody to think that protecting Governor Obaseki. I'm not sure anybody on this platform have criticized Governor Obaseki more than me, but I criticize him with facts, not with hatred. If you're one of the people that criticize him with hatred, it's up to you. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. But for me, I criticize Governor Obaseki with facts. When I talk about him, I'll present what I'm talking about. For example, I've been calling him out for long now that he failed to probe Oshomole for the 30 billion Waterstone project. I have facts to that. Or if you are finding Aston Igodara as a threat, if I were you, that like I say, I'm not telling anybody how to do it. If I were you, for me, I would deal with Aston. But it looks like some people, instead of like Mr. Chris just said, that the only way they can really deal with Aston is by talking about Basek. It looks like, yeah, because I believe I need to accept that now, because if you have to deal with Aston directly, you might not have anything to use against him, because they have never held a public office before. It's just like somebody coming to say Olumide. What are you going to use against Olumide, for example? Except you just want to hatefully criticize him. I'm not sure anybody have anything to use against Olumide. I'm not sure. Aswin Godaro and Olumide directly, without not talking about anybody affiliated with them, you don't have anything to use against but these two people. But if you have to criticize the other one, a senator, now wow, senator we nothing do only borehole. Anyway, I'm not going to join on a campaign. I'll just leave it like that. I appreciate you all, my people, and God will bless you now. Thank you very much. Olusegun, we don't close. We don't close. We're not the post link again this time. No verse. Tomorrow you come in on time so that you can join the panel and pass your submission, sir. Thank you very much, my people. Now, now go end the show. Because if not, you'll see all these top people. They'll come join the panel now. Then they'll come drag me, go straight 5 hours. And I'm not ready for that. My people, now God will bless you. Have a good night and bye for now.